Hello and welcome to the introductory video of my Call of the Armor 0% Growths Low Turn Count playthrough. My name is Lowres, and I figure some of you might have stumbled upon this playthrough without a great understanding of what Call of the Armor is, so I'm using this opportunity to introduce the ROM hack and explain a couple things about my playthrough. Call of the Armor is a Fire Emblem 8 ROM hack, and what makes it unique among Fire Emblem ROM hacks is it's what we call a telephone hack, meaning that unlike standard hacks, which have kind of one creative head that determines what nearly all of the aspects of the game look like and play like, here creative control is highly dispersed among a large amount of hackers. And this is most visible in the maps, where each hacker kind of has their own map that they have full control of. For example, Chapter 2 here was created by the ROM hacker Chair, but Chapter 1 was created by Pondon. And so that creates a very highly varied series of maps that I quite enjoy. And of course, the same goes to the characters that can be found on these maps. In terms of mechanics, Call of the Armor is relatively vanilla. If you've played a Fire Emblem GBA game, or if you've played really any Fire Emblem game, you kind of know what to expect here. One of the only really revolutionary, or rather one of the only changes that they made to the base game is giving Armor Knights 5 movement instead of their standard 4. Very nice, considering our Lord Kuija is an armor. And she's actually going to show off one of the aspects of my playthrough in particular, because if we switch over to the growths view, you see they're all 0. Surprise, surprise. 0% growths means Kuija here and all of the other characters are not going to gain stats when they level up. The only way I can increase their stats is by giving them stat boosters or promoting them, something like that. So that's going to create a unique challenge for me. And I will say, one of the other things I like about this hack is what it lacks in sort of unique system mechanics. It makes up for with a lot of unique character designs. This guy here, Killian, might have stood out to you as a sword master in Chapter 2. That's normally a very powerful unit for this point in the game. But you take a look at his stats, and you kind of see where they're coming from. There are a lot of characters like this with very lopsided and flawed stats that I personally find very fun to play around. I'll probably show off a couple more units like this if they are particularly relevant to the playthrough, which some of them will be. But Killian himself, he's probably not going to stick around too long. Other than that, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Right, low turn counts. I'm trying to finish this game in the lowest possible turn count, given the restrictions I've placed upon myself. I hope you enjoy the strategies I employ to achieve that goal, and I hope to see you in Chapter 1. Thank you for stopping by.